Hello everyone, welcome to my first video on my channel, which I will dedicate to Eastern Orthodoxy, my religion, with the first video being why I am Eastern Orthodox. So, to begin, Eastern Orthodoxy has apostolic succession, which is why you um, choose the religions with apostolic succession above Protestantism, which doesn't claim to have apostolic succession. Now, why do you do so? Because uh, Prot- Protestantism came around in the 16th century, in 1517 to be exact. Well, at least that's when the 95 Theses by Martin Luther were written. And well, they just then came around whilst all the other churches claimed to be founded by Jesus Christ. We can also read in the Bible, in the book of Acts, Acts of the Apostles, that Jesus Christ did indeed found the church, and that it was a universal church. So it was a Catholic church. Catholic not meaning Roman, but Catholic meaning universal, which is well why Protestantism cannot be true, as first of all, it isn't Catholic. It is. It isn't apostolic either. It isn't founded by Jesus Christ. It is not universal. It doesn't have anything of the churches which were founded by Jesus Christ in Acts and in the whole Bible. You can also, just by analyzing the church a bit, you can see that the Holy Spirit isn't found within the Protestant church. You can read in John 14:26, but the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he will teach you all the things and bring to your remembrance all things that I said to you. Which, well, basically this verse states that the Holy Spirit will guide the church, it will guide the Christians, it will make sure everyone constantly knows the truth, which goes against the Protestant belief that the church got corrupted at some point and kind of disappeared and they had to bring it back, which, well, they universally believe that there are a few key things which unite all Protestant denominations like Lutheranism, Calvinism, Methodism, etc. And that's that, first of all, the Bible is above the church, which, well, it's wrong. You can also read that in the Bible that the church, well, they had universal authority. They didn't have a Bible yet then, uh, when the book of Acts, when the things that happened in the book of Acts were happening, there was no Bible yet, so it had to be written. Were they guided by whom were they guided? Is the question then, because if they weren't guided by the Bible, they only um, were guided by Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. Uh, so you can basically see that the church has more authority because the church has the Holy Spirit within it. You can also read in Acts 6:6 that there were indeed bishops who laid hands upon each other to ordain one another, which is also something which most Protestant denominations lack. Although Anglicanism has an episcopal system, I believe, but almost every other Protestant denomination doesn't have it. You can So you can basically see in this verse how bishops ordained each other. I will read it now for the ones who don't want to look it up. Acts 6:6 states, "Whom they set before the apostles, and when they had prayed, they laid hands on them." So you can very clearly see that they laid hands upon each other to ordain them. If you read the whole chapter, you also see that, well, the apostles were in need of other bishops, of new bishops, and, well, in this way they ordained them. Also, the fourth canon of the Council of Nicaea, this council is almost universally accepted by Protestants, but you can also in this canon, Canon 4, you can read that. You can read, "It is by all means proper that a bishop should be appointed by all the bishops in the province, but should this be difficult, either on account of urgent necessity or because of distance, three at least should meet together, and the suffrage of the absent bishops also being given and communicated in writing. Then the ordination should take place, but in every province the ratification of what is done should be left to the metropolitan." Here you can clearly see how the early church did have bishops. So what did the Council of Nicaea not count? Was the church already corrupted by the Council of Nicaea? Well, that's impossible because it's the first official council that will claiming that the church was corrupted by the first before the first council would be just saying, well, it wasn't corrupted during the apostles and immediately after it did get corrupted, which it is inconsistent and it is weird to say that. So this is very shortly the reason why I am not Protestant.